Alright everybody, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online once again. And today we're going to be starting at the Morrowind expansion. We're going to go ahead and just teleport right in, I guess, because don't think there's much else we can do besides that. We have a way shrine right here to be able to recall from, because I didn't pick up any quests that led me to be able to do that right away. So I did morph my blood altar, and I now have... Oh wait, that's Undaunted. That's right. I now have Sanguine Altar, which is basically a better version of what I had before. So we're getting a little bit better with our stuff here, even now. We're mostly just getting our staff stuff better. In any case, let's go ahead and start this. Let's see what we end up with going here to Morrowind. The first expansion. We're finally here, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't know if there's going to be like a tutorial type thing or like an intro for this. I'll be curious to see what happens if it just drops us here without any like sort of introduction to the expansion or not. Yeah, we just kind of ended up here, huh? Looks like we have somebody over here that can give us a bit of experience, I guess. Looks like we have a couple of spots here we can... Sidnanine, first place and you get to in Morrowind, originally. Nobody's here currently.
Please,
okay, there we go.
Someone, we need help.
Yeah, this is the boat you would originally have gotten off of as a prisoner, I believe.
Well?
Can we go down below? Yep, we can. Some nice bread. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff here you can pretty much just take, huh? Just help ourselves.
What do you want?
Yeah, we have the living gods here. We have Vivek, Alimexia, and Sothosil. Yeah, I'm assuming we have to start with this person here, so let's go ahead and do it.
There's an armiger injured on the road outside Syaoranvee. So much blood! They need help! I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasa on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasa sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Syaoranvee. Will you help them?
Alright. So we can go ahead and do that. We still have some quests around here too to grab, so let's go ahead and do that as well.
What is it?
Outlander, by order of the Deputy Governor of Syaoranvee, which happens to be me, the lighthouse is closed until further notice. On the other hand, I seek an Outlander who's willing to do a little work. I need someone without ties to the area to look into a matter for me. It seems the lighthouse was broken into. The flame was extinguished. As a result, a ship crashed along the shore. There were fewer bodies than expected, both living and dead. I suspect slavers were involved, which means they had help here in town. I find that unacceptable. Discover who doused the lamp fire. They'll lead us to the slavers. Question Downs, who was on duty that night. He's in the lighthouse. I need to check in with the Overseer. His workers are searching the wreckage, and I want to know what they've uncovered. By the time we were alerted and had organized a response, precious moments had been lost. We rescued a few, but mostly we found those who had drowned or were crushed on the rocks. Even so, it was nowhere near the numbers a ship like that carries. It was just a typical sailing ship from the mainland. I suppose it carried the usual complement of cargo and travelers eager to reach our verdant shores. I don't believe that such a vessel would make the trip without filling its holds. Damn slavers. Ever since our agreement with the Pact went into effect, slavery has been outlawed throughout most of Morrowind. But all we did was drive the slavers into the shadows. This whole stinking event has their bloody fingerprints all over it. Here, and in all of the territories controlled by the great houses that support the Ebonheart Pact. If you stray into Telvanni or Dres territory, though, the practice remains strong and vibrant, hence my current troubles. We're just a small outpost along the Bitter Coast, but I like to think of us as the gateway to Vardenfell. From here, Vivec City and the other inland locations are easily accessible. Governor O'Melian is in charge, although I contribute as necessary.
Alright. So we already found out that some of the slavery here in Morrowind, at least for the Second Era, during this whole conflict, is actually outlawed, which is surprising. Let's go ahead and take a look what's going on here. Guess we just have to go all the way up, because I'm not really seeing anything on the inside here. Or I guess, yeah, we would have to take a look at the flame first, right?
Halt! No one's allowed up here. She asked you to... an outlander? Isn't it enough she stuck me up here to guard the flame indefinitely, but now she's looking for help outside the house guard? What else can I expect after what happened the other night? Finland sent a barrel of his finest ale for Watch Captain Bethes's birthday. Powerful stuff. One cup and we could barely keep our eyes open. The entire regiment was knocked on its collective arse. When I came to my senses, I saw that the fire had gone out. Look, once I heard the crash along the shore, it was all I could do to get moving and raise the alarm. Cherish's water loves to loiter near the lighthouse. Maybe she noticed something. If you're intent on doing your job, you should talk to her.
Alright, let's go ahead and do that then. I wonder if I could drop from here and not die. Let's see. Oh, yep, I can. I just have that much HP, I guess.
Watch would have been overrun if you hadn't been there.
I don't like the sound of that, what I just heard. Oh, there's a sky shard here. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, if it's shooting up in the sky like that. I get in here from... Yeah, I guess I have to go into the place. Go and head out here into the courtyard. Oh, we got a skill point from that, nice. Anything else worthwhile out here? Probably not. Just the sky shard, I guess. Which is fine, I always like finding a sky shard, so... Let's talk to Cherished Waters, which I'm assuming is an Argonian, right? Yep.
Do you mind? Your dirty foot coverings are contaminating my pond. So direct you are. Makes my tongue wither and the answers dry up in my mouth. Go and bother someone else with your parching questions. No! There's no need to involve the governor's deputy or the house guard. When they start breathing down my neck, my scales shrivel right up. I did notice someone near the lighthouse that night. You keep asking the wrong question. I did not see anyone that night. I felt them. They made ripples in the water. I felt them stuck by the tree that overlooks my pond. Then they moved off towards the lighthouse. Look to the tree, moist one. I prefer my waters to remain still, calm. Prying causes ripples, and ripples lead to more dry questions.
I guess that's fair if you don't want to get involved. Golden Child, your shrouding of the light proved a great boon to our holy lands. We led the pirate ship into the rocks and freed their unjustly imprisoned. The dread guard slept through it all, just as we ordained. Do not be concerned over the loss of life. The innocent survive and the wicked perish. Look upon your just reward, including with this message, and be at peace. You shall know us by this phrase. The ending of the words is al-TV. Which I know what that means already, but let's go ahead and talk to the hound folk.
Welcome to our shop. Feel free to look around. Keep it down. We don't want to attract undue attention. But what happened? I thought I was supposed to go to the drop. You didn't come all this way just to give me my reward, did you? Already? Let me see. Oh, it's beautiful. I love working for the Tribunal. It's so much better than trying to earn a living as a thief in Vivek City. But where's your helmet? I've never seen an Ordinator out of uniform before. Oh, right. We're not supposed to talk about Ordinators in the Tribunal in such a public place. But it feels good to be doing holy work for a change. And such a simple task, snuffing out the lighthouse flame. I mean, CV is the ending of words. Oh, that was easy. I put a sleeping draught in the ale they ordered for Watch Captain Bethes's birthday. The guards were unconscious within the hour. I hope I can be of service again. For the Tribunal.
Alright, well that was easy to find the person. Let's go ahead and report back, I'm assuming. Are they all the way back on the ship?
Unfortunately, the wreck of the vessel provided no additional clues. Were you able to discover anything during your investigation? The young woman who works with the grocer. I doubt the Tribunal would ask her to do something so reckless. Do you have any proof other than her word? This is disturbing. This parchment feels just like the sheets that Governor O'Melian special orders from High Rock. I'm going to need you to acquire another sample from the Governor's office. It's the only way to be certain. Not if I don't want him to know I suspect that he's working with the slavers, or the Tribunal, though I still consider that to be some sort of fabrication. No, if I alert him too soon, he'll just cover his tracks. Not the office. He keeps it in his private quarters, accessed through the guardhouse. But I'd never suggest that you sneak into his quarters and steal a blank sheet of his special parchment. That would be against the law. Do you understand me?
Alright. Oh, we can actually ask the girl to steal it for us. Oh, we just got off of, we just got off of 2 DLCs, which had sneaking around. We should be good. Oh, is this not the spot we were supposed to go to? Or no, maybe it's up top. Oh, hell there. Oh, I had my staff out, okay. That's kind of unfortunate that I had to kill somebody. Doesn't look like there's anybody else in here, so... I appreciate your concern, Overseer. My ships made an exhaustive sweep of the coastline, Firemoth Island, and found no evidence of slaver activity. Shipwreck was an unfortunate accident, nothing more. As for the other matter, I must entreat. Okay, so we haven't, I can't just jump off of this? Okay, there we go. I'm surprised the Ordinators didn't catch me for a thief, huh?
Back again? So tell me, you didn't do anything unlawful now, did you? That's odd. We haven't done a search of Firemoth Island since Governor Emelian declared that the House Guard was better used patrolling farther up the coast. And these parchment sheets definitely match. This is very disturbing. What I think doesn't matter. We need evidence. But we also need to launch a rescue. Slavery is illegal in Pact territory. It's time to visit Firemoth Island. Hopefully, somewhere along the way, we'll find more proof of Governor Emelian's ties to all of this. Attack before the soldiers have been assembled? That's not a prudent course of action. We need to muster our forces, make plans and contingencies, unlock the armory. What was that? That's a distress signal, and it came from Firemoth Island. No time to prepare. We have to rescue the slavers' prisoners. Soldiers, to the ships! We sail for Firemoth Island!
Alright. Let's go ahead and do some heroic work. Already just got here, we're already in a struggle against slavers. Sounds about right for Morrowind. Oh, there? I don't know why I decided to use my staff for this, but here we are. Oh, there was somebody behind me. Okay. Good enough. Go and rescue this Khajiit.
Free at last. My thanks.
Oh, they died already? It's always a bit amusing. Oh, was there... I thought there was somebody else attacking me because I couldn't react.
I owe you one.
Alright. Looks like our next one's over this way. Ah, get up front. Get a nice view. Oh, we got a destruction staff increase, that's nice.
I thought I was done for.
And I guess the other one's off that way, huh? They're already starting to come back to their original spot, so I have to move around a little bit more. Come on, there we go. Somebody just, oh, it was that person, okay. A note. If you can read this, make sure the rest of the crew hears this and understands. There's a Morrowind writ with my name on it. I suspect our Confederate and Sudanese feet have grown cold. But we'll deal with Governor Amelia and his treachery soon enough, and if I'm wrong about the governor, and if instead one of you hopes to advance your station by having me assassinated, then come and face me. The crew deserves an honorable leader, not backstabbing scum. Captain Savstar. Okay. Interrupt that attack, why not? There we go.
I can't believe it. Free.
I have to go back already? Huh. Kind of surprising they'd have me go back already.
My associate will be here soon. Patience, Governor. I informed the Governor that the captives we rescued from Firemoth Island are safe and sound. Do you have anything you'd like to add? This note clearly implicates the Governor. Along with the other evidence you uncovered, it's obvious that he was working with the slavers. Well done. Seyda owes you for this great service, but I'll take it from here.
Well, I suppose we're done here. I have a silt strider waiting.
No. Governor O'Melian, I am placing you under arrest for promoting slavery in Pact territory.
How dare you accuse me of such a thing? You have no proof.
A note on your parchment, which led to the sabotage of the lighthouse and a shipwreck off our coast. A letter naming you as the slaver captain's partner. Do you deny your involvement?
That proves nothing. I'll have you hanged for this.
Sergeant Delms, he's dead!
Murderer! Sergeant Delms knew that you had a report claiming Firemoth Island was free of slavers, and we both know that was a lie.
The sergeant's dead. Who would do such a thing?
Secure him!
Yes, Governor Salvi.
Well, there goes the Governor. That didn't take very long at all.
I hope to bring honor back to the station of Governor, and shall do my best to restore the people's faith in us. Thank you again for your part in all of this.
Aren't you a matter of great importance? My office has received an ever-increasing number of complaints in recent weeks. Many of our house guests have experienced poor treatment at the hands of House Redder and bailiffs and constables. As you well know, House Halu is duty-bound to address these grievances on their behalf. But dear Minister, while I share your belief in the superiority of the Dunmer people, we must try to keep such opinions to ourselves. House Halu refers to the House Redder on matters of defense. I would urge you to defer to us on matters of commerce and diplomacy. Our economy is in Pearl. The Pact has brought us some measure of security, yes, but the cost has been dear. Dearer than I think your Redder and kinsmen are willing to admit. My trade ministers have gone to great lengths to solidify our holdings outside Morrowind. While the enemy has seized most of our extraterritorial property, we retain sizable assets and imperial bonuses and foreign business concerns. Extracting this wealth is no small task. It takes time, gold, and most importantly connections, so we can ill afford to alienate what few friends we have outside the Pact. Just this morning I received a complaint from one Theodore Ashcroft, a respected Breton investor. Apparently he was accosted by a pair of constables while inspecting a potential construction site. Some minor religious infraction, I'm told, stepping over a fence to get a better look at the property or something. Going to Ashcroft, the constable forced him to the ground, dragged him to the temple, and turned him over to the ordinaires, who subjected him to no less than 3 hours of interrogation and corporal re-education. Needless to say, he will not be investing in our fair city. Both Ashcroft and his gold fled to the mainland. These people may be inferior, their religions may be repugnant, their manners may be tiresome, but for the love of the three, swallow your pride and bear it. Idle zealotry cannot put food on the table. We cannot fill our coffers with incense and prayer and expect to wage war effectively. Interprovincial Kermos is a necessary evil, whether you like it or not. I urge you in the strongest possible terms. Leave outsiders be. Hope this will be my final word on the subject. Yours most respectively, Tanor Nilu, House Halu Deputy Trade Viceroy. Alright, that gives us a little bit more backstory of how things are going here on Vardenfell. Bit awkward for sure.
What are we drinking?
Oh, I still had a bonus. I still had a bounty of 46 gold.
Now get lost, scum.
Awkward. I completely forgot about the bounty. Nice little lore book discovered. Very nice.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Undreno ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. But we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions. But there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the Three grant him wisdom.
Alright.
What's wrong? Someone help!
By the Three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me! That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the Buoyant Armiger. The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivec's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivec's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivec stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along. You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
Alright, so we got a Azura prophecy going on, and Vivec has questions to be answered that he doesn't know himself. Very curious indeed. I see another quest along this way, though, so I'm curious.
Yes. Hello. What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere? Going for a walk? This one often walks. Around here, I mean. Nervous? Me? Ha! Do not make this one laugh. Hallin here is just horrible. Bandits kicked this one out of his home and stole his crops. Hallin here is just a simple farmer, you see. They will make me a starving pauper. You will help? Oh, bless you. This one planted his crops in a cavern nearby. Saint Sipilu, please, retrieve my notes and poison the water. Without proper irrigation, the plants will wither. It pains me to kill them, but these bandits must not prosper. You are a true hero, Walker. A brave and noble warrior. Falura and I are forever in your debt. Sorry, I was just... Hey! You and I have the same belt buckle. What are the chances, huh? I am sorry. This one is a nervous wreck. Hallingier is growing a rare Khajiiti herb. Very delicate and very desirable. Good for seasoning fish and soothing the humors. Satisfied? Do not worry, Walker. You can depend on Hallingier. Falura is this one's loyal farmhand. She is not very bright, and she is very lazy. Always scribbling notes and asking silly questions. But I keep her on anyway. Hallingier always does right by his friends. I could, but this one likes Falura. Plus, she probably knows too much. Oh, she knows too much about my farming practices. Yes. Hallingier has many secret farming tricks, like using fish heads and guar dung for fertilizer. But this one has already said too much, yes?
Alright, we'll go and destroy your drug farm. No doubt that's what that is. Oh, it's a, it's a Dwelv. I think maybe we'll put this off then, if it's a Dwelv quest. We got some Netch in the background. Still got my Netch hat on. Very nice. What's our map look like here? We have a pretty nice area to go through, I have to say. Yeah, let's go ahead and head to the tomb, I think. We have 7 quests here in particular here, but it looks like we haven't actually gotten on the track for those yet, which is curious. River Troll. Looks like some people are choosing this as their like first spot to start at still. There's a house out here somewhere. Lake Lodge. Oh. Come on now, don't be mean. Still pull that around, so. That's dead. Had some ichor, but I don't need that, so.
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seyda Neen. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor. A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrina occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sotha Sil, and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power. Who's Sotha Sil? It's like asking who are Vivek and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sotha Sil is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, we can talk after we've finished. Well, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivek's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door. Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
Well, I think this is probably a good stopping point for this video, since I'm kind of up against the server is going to go down in about another hour or so. I think I'll stop here and start up another video. So I'll see you guys in a moment.